On the show tonight, nukes, jukes, and rebukes. But first, flukes. 24 hours away now from the first Republican presidential debate of this cycle. The candidate with the most online won't be there, and she says she won't even be watching. The Washington Post reported last night that the FBI is looking into Hillary Clinton's private email system. That's a major development that could bring about the most difficult questions yet for the Democratic frontrunner regarding her private email server. John, is this an incremental news item or is something bigger?
It's incremental in the sense that this has been getting incrementally worse for Hillary Clinton, and this is another bad thing. But I just am a simple man, a simple country lawyer, as the former president might say. The words, having your name in the same story with FBI investigates, is bad.
I think it's bad for two reasons. Besides the incremental fact. One is, whenever there's a federal investigation, they build momentum and lots of questions about how they're being conducted. And there's a lot to look at here. Even if you don't blame Hillary Clinton for what she did and setting up this server, even if you think that was just fine, there are lots of things associated with the server that need to be looked into and should be looked into. The other thing is, the Democrats in the Clinton world have always relied on Republicans messing up. Dan Burton shooting a watermelon in his backyard. Overreaching. You look at Chuck Grassley, you look at the RNC, which puts out statements on this which are perfect pitch, and the press is on the Republican side on this, against the Clintons, for this investigation, following the evidence wherever it leads.
And having followed a lot of federal investigations in my life, both in the political world and in the non-political world, the business world, they always start out with, well, this is just an investigation. We're not looking at you, we're just looking at the practices. And then, as you said, it builds as things, as every piece of leads to another piece of information. We don't know where that will lead. But you go back to her initial statement at the UN when she said, I know the server was secure. At the time, I thought to myself, well, how do you know that? And now the FBI wants to know whether that's true and how she could possibly claim it in that way. Again, bad for her.
And I've been saying for several days, there's a number of Clinton aides whose conduct will now be scrutinized, who do not have the Clintons' wealth, do not have the Clintons' ability to bluster their way through a congressional hearing, who are really going to be on the line to explain their role in not just setting up the server, but in dealing with sending her emails on her personal account, which the intelligence community believes contained classified information.